fly you in Spania to present you our project about Mama Haiti Indonesian street food in Victoria. First, we're gonna present the brand. Then we're gonna do market research, explaining macro environment, micro environment, and culture. Then we're gonna present how we want to market the product with the marketing mix, so the 4 P's. So first is right from you.
Brand and the product. So what is Mama Haiti and what we're going to sell?
Yes.
Okay, it started in 2009. The Mama Haiti focusing on spice and marinade jars, which you can ready to use it everywhere, and it's come with cooking kits. I mean, like you can bring them whenever you want, and they offer more than 10 flavors for now. It's excluding and it represents some part of island in Indonesia like Sumatran, curries, Balinese, and including satay and fried rice spice. And we claim that Mama Haiti product is very high quality since it's established in UK, and they only use fresh ingredient, of course, and which is very natural. And what makes them so special because it's an original recipe, because the founder is Indonesian itself, and it's easy cooking, less time required.
Now we talk about the market research. It's based on the pastel analysis. So political, the part of the Commonwealth's 3 main political parties, positive political relation and trade conditions. It means that they are really positive aspect about the Indonesian market, and economical, strong buyer power. They have a lot of money to buy the Mama Haiti also. And social, the majority of the population has ancestors from Europe, high education rate. And also socially they have a good perception about Indonesian food. Technology, very developed technology and internet access. Of course, it's Australia. So environmental, priorities and natural ecosystems written by the global warming. Legal license needed to sell food in Australia as a mobile food need to fit Australian food standard. Yes. And the micro thing, Australia culture according to Hofstede, Australia really individualist, and they don't mind the uncertain avoidance, I think, and the power distance is quite low.
We will discuss five dimensions of stick to discover the Australian culture. We start from the power distance. The power distance is less than half. It means that within the company, the Australian tend to obey the hierarchy and the conversation more to formal. And for the second dimension is individualism, which is the highest dimension with score of 90%. That means the Australians tend to look after themselves and their direct family only. And this dimension could be an opportunity or threat for Mama Haiti, because Mama Haiti product is ready to use. Like it doesn't require a lot of people to consume that. You can have by your own, and able to consume within 3 people for 1 cooking kit. But if you could leverage the hand, it will be good to consume with family, with big family and more friends. The masculinity dimension score more than half, 61%. It means that the Australian more to masculine style. They're very strict. They know what they want, and they are very passionate about the glory and triumph. Uncertainty avoidance means that how they prepare themselves for the certain situations, and is moderate, 51%. And the last dimension is long-term orientation, how they deal with their future and their past, and it shows that they are very normative people. They stick to their tradition, and it's good for us because we are represent we represent the past recipe, and it's very traditional. And for the 5 analysis, we used to determine who our competitor. And next, okay, okay, this is what. Okay, our strength is, of course, the top and foremost is because it's traditional Indonesian cuisine. It's good image since it is established in UK. This brand is already strong. It's more than almost 10 years. And the weakness is the Victoria itself. Already there's a lot of this kind of product, no brand awareness. I mean, they didn't know the Indonesian brand. And opportunity, we have good opportunity since the Australians love to discover new things, and they have a strong buying power, and they will, if we able to make this product Mama 80 to their market, it will be the first one. And like I said before, there are numbers of the same product or indirect competitor, and Australian food regulation is quite tough for us to enter market.
STP. So we segmented the market in Victoria. Victoria did this page. So with the segmentation we did last time, so we're gonna skip it. So targeting, we revised the targeting because it was not precise enough, and among all of the possibilities we have, which shows so people living in city centers of Victoria, to target the full-time job and foreign cuisine lovers, and easy people, sociable people, and young people, so about 25 years old, probably more in a relationship and having a university education. Next. So our target could be either one of this person, like about 25, having a social life, having time with friends, but also not having so much time to cook, even if they like it. So the targeting, as it is here, will be 2 portions of our volume with trendy designs and explanation to how to cook to make it easy for people and appealing for young generation. To have a very free conservative product, very quality product to build. Yeah, next. Marketing mix, so product, price, place, promotion. So the product, as you know, is a jar. So this one is 155 milligrams, but we want to do a 200 grams. So it is the same as those competitors. And in the package you have the wet spices, and you also have dry spices in a small bag coming with it, so you can add more spices and more flavors. The price, we saw that the price of our competitors go from $4 to $8 per 200 grams. So we want to do about 4 or 6 to make it suitable and appealing for people to enter the market. So a lower price maybe to raise it later. And according to a study, Australians consider a high price snack or product as better quality. So we don't want to put it too low, otherwise it's gonna show that our product is made with cheap ingredients and could make people trust it less. center, so we want to sell it through supermarket in city center, convenience store like Foodworks, having partnership with them. So we would sell it to the department store directly, not having our shops, for example. We want to hire a sales force to sell product, to have demonstration, to show people easy, to show people it's good, to make people try, and to make people enjoy it. So promotion is important, and we want to join international food festivals and to have a food truck, like a pop-up food truck. Some companies are already doing that with bibimbap, for example, and it works well. People love it. It's outside. It makes people enjoy it with friends. People can try it and say it's so easy and good. I can try it home. And people. So we said we targeted the sociable people and food lovers. So obviously the international venues and food festival would be the best place because people join and have fun there. Next. And that's it. So we presented the environment, the product, the brand, and the way we want to target it. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Okay. Okay.
So I have questions. Okay. So
Yes.
Mama Etis is actually already in the market or not?
In Great Britain.
Or it's already in the market?
Yeah, so this girl moved to Great Britain and she misses her mom's food truck food because she's from Indonesia, and she said, I want to make English people, British people to try, and she built that brand. So it's jars and it's recipes from Indonesia. You just put it in the pan with the dry spices. You add chicken and you add rice on the side, and you can add veggies. So it's do it yourself. You make it your own taste.
So okay, my question. I have one more question. So, is Mama Etis is successful because it's only one product? How?
It's more than 10 products.
It's more
So
than
they have
one.
the recipe.
Oh, okay.
And right now, so they were successful on the Indonesian product range, but they said we want to market not only Indonesian spices but Asian spices. So right now they rebranded. They rebranded into only dry spices, and for example, you can have pad thai or Korean flavors. So it's not only Indonesian right now. But we know we have competitors doing these Italian, Mexican, Asian, and so if we don't have a precise product, we think that we have too much competition coming from the other people. And the other advantage is all these competitors are here and have the same kind of product. So Australians already know how to use it. It's already a habit to say, let's buy some seasoning from international food, pick it and go back home with it. So our product would have the same usage, and it would be easy for them to try it. You don't have to educate people for that kind of product. So that's why we stick with the old version of Mama Etis.
More question?
Who is your target market?
Our target market is a 25 city center person having a college education.
Do you have any idea regarding how much revenue that you are going to get it? Maybe in the first year or like 6 months? Not yet.
Financial forecast. No financial forecast.
But can you make it?
We can try.
Because this one is like $4 right per jar, right?
Actually, in the report it's written 6 to me.
Oh, but maybe $6
Yeah,
per
I
jar.
put $5.95 per jar.
But maybe 6 or like $5 per jar. Then you can multiple by I don't know how many that you thinks that yeah. You have a lot of like the Mama Etis taste, right? There is a satay, there is fried rice.
Yeah.
Are you going to
We write that in report. Yeah, the first do this.
Yeah, we want to introduce this range.
the four product lines of?
But actually there's a 1 by 1 and each one of them have they have in a cardboard packaging with
The new
Right.
packaging, but we stick with
Okay. Any more questions? Yes.
As you already mentioned before, there are a lot of food trucks in there, like such as Mexican food, Italian food. And how did you know their preferences?
about.
Or
They
the
don't
people there?
Actually,
their
there's a lot of
preference?
international cuisine there, and it seems like people love spicy food and are willing to try international food. So that's why I think that
we think that bring Indonesian cuisine will be a great opportunity since they love to try.
Thai food, Chinese food, Japanese food are very famous already. So it could fit actually. And yeah.
So one more question. There's only one Indonesian food there, and how do you? If there's any other Indonesian food, do you come?
They don't have already precisely the Indonesian one on such a range. They don't have right now. So that's why we use that one, because we don't have direct competitors. We have a lot of indirect competitors because all of these companies could actually get in the market, and all companies doing like all the glycols. So we have this kind of jar already used, already known. So it's disadvantage because we have we share the same target, but but Australians already consume that kind of stuff and they like it, and new companies are coming. It means like there's more demand for it for now.
If we are talking about the competitors, who are the competitors?
It's Dormio, the Italian
Master
one.
food.
Master food, Doritos.
Doritos, yeah, three of them. The master food will be the top one because it's specialized in like spice, herb, sauce. They have a lot of product range, master food. But for Dormio and Doritos, we assume them as indirect competitor because they don't sell exactly like Mama 80s. They don't specialize in spice and marinades.
But like bolognese sauce, for example.
Yeah,
It's not the same, but people would cook it instead of cooking Mama 80.
Yeah, we have seen consumer. That's why we assume them as direct competitor, indirect competitor.
Indirect competitor.
Indirect. We share same market.
Pricing about the same as well.
Yeah, pricing goes from 4 to 8. So 4 would be more for 100 grams. So we want to be in the middle, but still having a not too expensive to make people try, but not too low because people would think it's a cheap product.
Any more questions?
No.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.